What's going on, everybody? I'm coming with a rare broadcast at night because there's a big hashtag going on. It's one of the #1 trending things on Twitter. It's all over Facebook, social media, of course not that much of the mainstream media, but it is the hashtag release the memo because there is apparently some major information coming out that's going to come out tonight, possibly tomorrow, possibly never if they cover it up and hide it. But let's talk about it, and let's talk about what some people involved in the government are saying. As people get into the live stream, I'm going to wait about 20 seconds. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at DreamRare, DreamRare, DreamRare.com for shirts and hats, Legendary Energy on Twitter, Rare Talk Podcast on Google and Apple. Let's wait about 10 more seconds for people to come in. But I'm reading what some people involved in the government are saying, and it's very disturbing. But let's be honest, if you're on this live stream right now, you've been following me for a while, you already know this. I've been talking about it for over a year now. But this very well could be, and we'll wait it out as always, but this very well could be the nail in the coffin. This could be the collapsing of the house of cards that tens of millions of people have been waiting for. And it might just have to break the mainstream media and social media because it's almost unhideable anymore. They're running past their, they're running a little low on whatever they're trying to do. So anyway, I'm going to read you first what two people in the U.S. government said. Steve King, he just tweeted 2 hours ago because I guess apparently the Democrats and the Republicans got a chance to look at some information on the famous dossier or memo or whatever it is, and we've already known about it. It was mainstream news 2 months ago that the Russian dossier, they used the Russian dossier to spy on President Trump and his team. And we found out that the Russian dossier was funded by Hillary Clinton. It was completely fake. So there is, a very high likelihood, we've known 4 months, but it looks like the information is about to be there, that the FBI was colluding with Hillary Clinton, was colluding with people in government, and they were working together to use it to illegally spy on their political opponents. I mean, we've known this, but it looks like it might be the nail in the coffin. So Steve King said, "I have read the memo. The sickening reality has set in. I no longer hold out hope there is an innocent explanation for the information the public has seen. I have long said it. It is worse than Watergate. It was hashtag never Trump and hashtag always Hillary. Release the memo." Mark Meadows said, "I viewed the classic report from House Intel relating to the FBI FISA abuses and the infamous Russian dossier and so-called Russia collusion. What I saw is absolutely shocking. This report needs to be released now. Americans deserve the truth." Like I've said, there's videos from 2015 of me, 2016, where I said the Russia collusion is a lie. The Russia collusion has always been a lie. It's the biggest, single most force-fed propaganda to the United States ever. The mainstream media is involved with it. All of the celebrities are involved with it. Morgan Freeman, they got Moby, even Jim Carrey, who acts like he's like Mr. Woke. I was like, oh, I'm so obscure. And it's like, yeah, it's great. But, he's lying on behalf of the U.S. government as well. There's something really serious afoot. And I've been trying to tell people for over a year. It's been basically the basis of my stuff. People say, oh, my God, you're a right-winger, conservative, blah, blah, blah. Which, if I was, it's not a big deal. Anyway, you're allowed to be Republican. You're allowed to be Democrat. But I'm not. I just see it is what it is. And the mainstream media, the celebrity elite class, all of the celebrities, most Republicans, almost all of the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, the FBI, we're working together, if this all comes to light, to destroy President Trump. But we already know this. So to me, it's like, I don't even understand, because it's like when the WikiLeaks stuff dropped during the election, they're like, oh my God, can you believe Hillary's doing all this stuff? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I could tell that. It's just kind of like justification for all of the, for lack of a better term, brainwashed people, for them to be like, oh my God, that's happening. Because I needed the New York Times and the Washington Post to tell me, because I can't think for myself. So it's like, we've already known all this stuff. I mean, it's completely obvious. It could not be more blatantly obvious. But when something like this happens, and hopefully this memo is released, because whether it's a big shocker or it's not, I guarantee you it is, because from what we already know, what's already in the mainstream media, it's already a huge deal. Hillary Clinton and the DNC funded a fake Russian dossier. They used this fake Russian dossier to open up this entire investigation into Trump-Russia collusion from a fake dossier. They use it to spy through the FISA courts, to spy on the Trump administration. So they're spying on their political opponents. They're lying using the entire mainstream media and the entire celebrities. They're using that dossier to open up a huge investigation. A year-long investigation that NBC and CNN are acting like it's a Super Bowl. Shutting down investigations into Hillary Clinton. It was said that the same FBI agent that got kicked out of the Mueller Russia case was the same one that changed the wording into a Hillary Clinton case to make it a nothing burger story when it was a huge something burger. That's why right now, as we speak, there are 3 investigations into Hillary Clinton. There's one in the Uranium One scandal I've been talking about for over a year. There's been documentaries for years, like Clinton Cash, talking about all of her pay-to-play schemes. It has been said that 50% of the meetings that she had with people ended up going directly or donating to her foundation. So the entire thing is very likely to be a pay-to-play scheme, selling out to Americans, selling out to foreign countries, selling the United States uranium to Russia. There's 11 indictments in that scandal. The media won't talk about it. There's 3 investigations, one in the Clinton Foundation, one in the Uranium One deal, and one into her server, where classified emails ended up on Anthony Weiner's laptop and Huma Abedin's laptop. It's the same thing that the mainstream media just put a story out. Ooh, ex-CIA agent had classified information they leaked to people. They're putting this guy in jail for doing like 1/8 of what Hillary Clinton did. The whole media has been lying. All of the politicians have been working together. The FBI working with Hillary Clinton. We know this, though. I thought we knew this. I don't understand. I mean, this is probably going to come out tomorrow, if not later this week. It's going to come out. This house of cards is so ridiculously stacked with lies, so ridiculously stacked with deception. It's not a matter of if this house of cards is going to collapse. It's a matter of when, because there's one of 20,000 things that can collapse at any moment. And the only thing that's even holding it to a shred is people's ridiculous, insatiable hate for Donald Trump, that they'll believe anything anti-Trump. They'll believe anybody that talks bad about Trump. They'll believe any politician. That's the only thing that's been stopping this from coming to light, because it is so ridiculously obvious. The President of the United States in the past were very probably not elected, they were selected. There was never supposed to be a candidate like Donald Trump who won. There was never supposed to be a candidate that could beat all of the puppet politicians, but he did it. I mean, and he's proven time and time again, he's the only politician who actually does what he says he's going to do. Even if you hate him, he's doing what he said he's going to do. There's never been a politician who do that. They talk a big game and they do nothing. But there's a memo, #release the memo, that possibly exposes the DNC, the Clinton campaign, possibly other Republicans, who knows, Democrats, colluding together, using a fake dossier that they created and self-funded to spy on the president. We already know this, though. I don't understand why people don't even get it. I mean, it was a story 3 weeks ago saying that Hillary Clinton and the DNC funded the Russian dossier, and that opened this whole Russia investigation. There's never been Russia collusion. The only Russia collusion, it backfired. President Trump's about to be in the clear, and Hillary Clinton is about to get swamped with all of the pay-to-play schemes that she's done herself. It is going to be so liberating for the American people. And if this is true, #release the memo, if it comes out and it proves to the American people once and for all that the FBI, Hillary Clinton, possibly other sources, the whole media lied for an entire year, made up a whole fabricated illusion to stop President Trump from what? To stop him from lowering African American unemployment to the lowest rate it's ever been in the recorded era, to lower Latino unemployment to the lowest rate it's been ever, to kickstart the economy and cut taxes. I mean, these people are disgusting. It's never been Democrat and Republican. It's never been this is our policy, that policy. it's been an entire fabricated illusion forever, and they got caught, they lost, and they thought that they could do this thing where they could cheat and fund something and lie to the public for a year and make up Russia collusion and then make a fake dossier and do all this fake stuff and then convince people, but they got caught. And now it's in Congress or the House of Representatives, whatever, one of the two. I don't understand exactly which one, but Republicans have seen it. Democrats have seen it, but they're not going to talk. And if this comes out and it's proof, my question is, because it's already blatantly obvious to me, at what point will the Trump haters just acknowledge for a week? I'm not saying you have to agree with him. I'm not saying you have to like him. But there's a difference between your emotions about a Kardashian style, oh my God, he did this with that person and this, oh my God, he said a word that I didn't like, oh. There's a difference between that and an entire shadow government that's working together to make sure that your vote doesn't matter, to make sure that your anything doesn't matter. They choose. They lead you. They rig elections. I mean, the election was already rigged. I mean, the Democratic side of it is rigged. They tried to rig both sides of it, and they didn't. That matters more than the word that you think he said. And once we rid our government of these toxic rats, of these people who are selling us out to foreign countries, who are selling us out, who are mentally manipulating us to make us think it's a good idea to rein in like, oh, higher taxes and, you know, that's a good idea. Here, you take my money. You take my money. Here, oh yeah, I'm sure you'll help the communities. It's a bigger deal. And once we rid our government of these toxic people, which we're going to do, whether you like it or not, because it's happening already. It's been happening, but the revolution will not be televised. And when it happens, all I ask is saying, people that hate Trump, consider it and then go vote in 2018. Go vote in 2020. But I don't care if it was on the Democratic side. I don't care if it was on the Republican side. If this rings true and you find out, which you will find out because it's never been true. The Russia collusion has never been true. Why do you think it's been a year and there's been absolutely nothing? The only indictments that went into of involvement that even had to do with Russia collusion is the ones that came out this week in the Uranium One scandal. 11-count indictment, and it's not on CNN. It's not on New York Times. It's not on Washington Post. It's not on MSNBC because they are in on the scheme. It's not a conspiracy theory. You just need two eyes and you can see the whole thing. So once again, I don't want to get too into it because I've talked about it all year. I've told you in advance. I told you that they were lying. I knew that they were lying. It's all about to come out, and it was never not going to come out because it's only a matter of time. These people made up an entire fabricated collusion to hide their own collusion. And the fact that they were working together, funding fake documents themselves to justify spying on a political opponent, to try to find dirt. They did all this spying, and with all the spying, they still couldn't even find 1/100th of what they've actually done. Nothing that they could find has added up to funding moderate rebels in Syria or Libya. Nothing that they could find has hit up to, you know, an $140+ million Uranium One scandal. And the fact that 50% of the people who go into meetings with Hillary Clinton end up donating to the Clinton Foundation, like they're just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. Maybe they are, but we will find out. I mean, this type of stuff is ridiculous. And like I said, they get you caught in this Democrat, Republican, hero, villain sort of thing. But if this memo is released, hashtag release the memo, and we find out what we already know. I mean, there's tens of millions of people who already know this stuff. It's basically already mainstream news. They already told you that Hillary Clinton and the DNC funded the Russian dossier. Google it. It's all over the news already. Hill, everywhere. They've already told you, basically, that they made up a whole fake thing to launch a whole fake investigation and use celebrities in the media to make up a fake story. I mean, it's like WikiLeaks to me. When it comes out, everyone's like, oh my God, can you believe this? It's like, of course. Just need two eyes and you can see it. But the TV heads, the people who only believe the news, just wait until you find out what happened. And we will wait together release the memo. Because if it is as disturbing and disgusting as these people are saying in government, the people deserve to know. And it's not disgusting and disturbing because it's some words that they think that somebody might have said, but they don't even have real confirmation. It's like one of the biggest crimes in the United States government's recorded history, besides all of the crimes that they do that no one cares about. It's going to be a huge deal. Bigger than Watergate. I mean, what the media is doing, what celebrities are doing, what Hillary did, it's already bigger than Watergate. It's been bigger than Watergate, but wait until the proof comes out, because there's 3 investigations open right now. On top of this memo, on top of the Russia story collapsing, these people are screwed. It's a very good time if you're a good person, a good soul, a good spirit. And if you've been duped, you don't have to listen to me. It's all love. You could believe who you want to believe. Watch the news you want to watch, but don't be surprised if you find out that the entire narrative that you have believed because you hated Trump. And that's the main goal I say all the time. I say, I don't care if you like Trump. I get people that don't like Trump, but there's like levels to how much you hate Trump. Like, are you like a left-leaning progressive, or you hate Trump, but you realize that all this stuff's going on and you really want, that this is the big story? I know people like that. And then there's people that just hate him so much they'll believe anything. It's like, oh, he didn't feed the koi fish, and Russia hacked the election, and oh my God, he said this word and that word. I mean, it's a trap. It's never been true, and here we are. # release the memo. Let me know what you think. Wanted to do a late night broadcast because if this is true, if it is as disturbing and shocking, as disgusting, and as I'm sure it probably is, because we already know what it is anyway, this needs to be released to the public, and people need to see it. The mainstream media needs to report on it, and you can't ignore something this serious. I mean, it's just so obvious to me that it's not even a bombshell. Every single thing that they've accused President Trump of doing, I always say, he's definitely very rude, he's definitely very mean, he's definitely very blunt, he's definitely like a brash kind of guy, but everything that they've accused Trump of doing, it's the politicians that they PR team for and that they protect with the media that are doing times 10,000 of them. The words that they say Trump doing, there's a politician that they're protecting, that they're covering up for, that is actually doing actions that are hurting people every single day that they'll never talk about. Everything. He colluded with foreign governments. He's doing that. That's what they've been doing for the past 30 years. That's why he won presidency. It's not because everybody's racist. It's not because everybody's sexist and xenophobic. Obama won twice and didn't do anything. Everyone knows he didn't really do anything, so people went with Trump, and Trump really is the real deal. He is the JFK. He's the truth teller. He's the guy who they didn't want in there because he knows the truth about everything, and he's blowing the lid off of everything slowly and surely, and they can't stand it because the only thing they had, it was never, oh, vote for Obama, vote for Mitt Romney. It's the same thing. Oh man, vote for John McCain or vote for Obama. Oh wow, what a real election. It's been a setup the entire time. Trump was the kid in the candy store that got too far. It's a terrible analogy, but I thought it was pretty funny. They never wanted him in. Not because he's bad, not because he's racist. If he was as racist as they said he would, they would be a PR team for him, and they'd be covering up all his racism and be like, look, he's hugging little kids. The lid is about to get blown off. It was only a matter of time. Hopefully it comes tomorrow, but I won't get my hopes up too much because who knows. But release the memo. I believe that this can be the biggest story in America, but the question is, will people believe it? Will they read it? Will the news report on it? I mean, there's already 11 indictments in the Uranium One scandal, and the news is like, oh, let's not talk about Russia anymore. Let's talk about weight and sex and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous stuff. Let me know what you think. God bless you guys. God bless your family. God bless America, and God bless the world. God bless the animals. God bless the Trump supporters. God bless the Trump haters. God bless all of the people in government who know how truly sickening that this memo is, and they are putting it out there to the people because they know what millions of us know and tens of millions of us know already, what has been going on. And if this is true, the House of Cards has collapsed, and it should be a huge wake-up call for America. But let's see what happens. Let me know what you think. If If you would like, I'm going to put my links below, my email list, sign up. I'm going to send one out in a week. My podcast is Rare Talk Podcast. It's on Apple and whatever other one, Google and I don't know, Podcast Addicts, whatever. My Twitter is Legendary Energy. My shop with hats and shirts is dreamrare.com if you'd like to support in the physical realm. My other links will be below if you'd like to support. I appreciate your attention, I guess, attendance, both of them, attention and attendance. Sorry, I usually don't live stream at night, but I thought this was a pretty big story, and I appreciate you guys for coming. So thank you guys so much. Check out all of the videos I've done the last week. I already had 3 bombshell videos. I had Oprah, quit the nonsense. I had Aziz Ansari and Trump, how the media uses anonymous sources and rumors to basically destroy people's characters with no proof, evidence, or a non-bombshell story. And also, is Black America being lied to and misled? 3 bombshell videos in 1 week. I'm going to drop another one tomorrow. Too many bombshells. We're going for 1 billion views this year. Not really, but, I worked very hard and I'm very passionate. So I got some more heat coming later this week. So thank you guys so much. Check out those videos if you haven't seen them already. And my YouTube I'll post below too if you guys use YouTube. I never really posted, but I'm going to do it this time. Thank you guys. God bless you.